Middle Eastern cuisines have subtle and mild flavor, which I probably love, and I know most of y'all also do. But what if we add a zinc of Indian touch to it? Hello guys, I'm Afraz and I'm cooking some classic recipe just for you. And today I'm going to take on the lovely and popular hummus and flavor it with Indian pickle. So let's make Achari Hummus with Ajwaini Lavash. So to start off, first I'm going to make the lavash dough. For that, in a bowl, I'm going to add refined flour, which is maida. So in goes 1.5 cup of refined flour. To that, I'm going to add a little salt. Some sugar. Now lavash is basically a thin Middle Eastern bread which is enjoyed with hummus, but I'm going to flavor this with ajwain. So in goes some ajwain, which is carom seed. So I'm going to mix this well, and over here I've already activated the fresh yeast by adding little sugar and warm water. So now this is activated, and now let's make a well in the center and add this activated yeast. And now I'm going to start mixing it with my hands. And now by adding water, I'm going to knead this into a soft dough. The reason why I've added ajwain and flavored the lavash with ajwain is because most of our Indian breads, or maybe you can see the samosas or kachoris, the dough are flavored with ajwain, and it gives a very nice flavor. So now after when you see the flour has come together, I'm going to take this out on the chopping board and just spread the dough. And now finally when the dough is ready, I'm going to add a little oil. I'm going to incorporate the oil well in this dough. So now the dough is ready. I'm going to take the same bowl, grease it with little oil. Put the dough in, and then I'm going to cover it with a clean wrap. And keep this for proving for around 10 to 15 minutes. So in the meantime, till the dough is getting proved, let's make our hummus. For that, over here I've already boiled chickpeas, which were soaked overnight, and then I've boiled it until they are nice and soft so that we can grind it into a smooth mixture. And now let's take a mixie jar. And let's add the boiled chickpeas. With that, I'm going to add garlic cloves. Tahini, which is a sesame paste. It gives a nice nutty flavor. Next, I'm going to add the Indian touch, which is Indian mango pickle. I'm only using the masala from the pickle, not the mangoes. Finally, I'm going to add a dash of lemon. Finally, little salt. I'm going to add little salt because also the pickle masala has salt in it. So if required, we can add it later. And now let's add some olive oil. And then I'm going to grind this into a smooth mixture. And now let's check if we have to add little oil. Yeah, we do require little oil. So let's add some more oil. So now the hummus is ready. As you can see, it is nice and smooth. Let's taste and see. It is nice and smooth and it got that nice lovely pickle flavor in it, and I'm sure it will taste amazing with the lavash. So let's keep this aside and coming back to our lavash. So now as you see, the dough has become double in size. I'm going to quickly open this. Dust some flour on the work surface. I'm going to take the dough out. And I'm going to knock back the dough and remove all the air from it. Now I'm going to divide this into two parts. And I'm going to start rolling one. But before that, again I'm going to dust some refined flour so that it doesn't stick. And now I'm going to roll this into a thin sheet. You can see nice specks of ajwain. That will give a lovely bite. And now after rolling this into a thin sheet, I'm going to take a fork and dog this so that once it is baked, it doesn't puff. And now I'm going to trim the edges. And then I would cut this into triangles. So after this is done, quickly I'm going to take a baking tray and I'm going to grease it with little oil. And then let's dust some refined flour. And now I'm going to very gently lift this and place it on the baking tray. And now this goes into a preheated oven at 180 degrees Celsius for around 8 to 10 minutes. So there you see our lovely lavash have perfectly baked, and also our hummus is ready. So it's time to plate them together. So here I have a cute little jar for our achari hummus, as achars are normally stored in jars. So to fill into the jar, I'm going to first fill the hummus into a piping bag. You can also just put this in. Now let's snip off the end. And now let's pipe this in. And now I'm going to top this up with little pickle oil. And some black olives. And finally I'm going to place this on a plate and start arranging the lavash. So there you have a classic Middle Eastern recipe given a desi twist. If you like this recipe, do hit like and subscribe to our channel.